1200 Films Podcast, Chuck Loaf, again, episode 29. Doing all horror all the time. My cat here is driving me crazy. She is anything not nailed down, she is trying to knock over, or break, or claw. My last cat never got into anything. Never did anything wrong ever. This one is not the same. But let's get going on the movies. What do we got? I don't know. Let's look. The Lighthouse. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. The Lighthouse, a 2018 film. Critic rating of 71%. Audience or rating of 40%. These two guys in a lighthouse. Basically, nothing's going on, and they're kind of... Katie Christ, she's trying to climb my leg. And I'm not wearing pants. The two guys in this lighthouse, and there's nothing going on, and they're kind of losing their mind. So there's kind of a slow descent into madness, but it's a little too slow, and it made me cringe. It made me want to turn it off. Yeah, it made me fall asleep a couple times because it's bad, because it's slow and nothing happens. So I would definitely put Lighthouse into dumpster fire garbage. Kitty, shut up! No, here she's again. She's jealous. Next film we got is Little Stranger, starring Dom Hall Gleason, who I think is a great actor. A 2018 film. Critic rating of 66%, audience rating of 36%. There was this big, giant, glaring red flag in the beginning, before the film even started, when it says a BBC presentation. Now, when you see that, you're going to get one of two things. You're going to get a normal movie, or you're going to get Downton Abbey. And Downton Abbey is what we got. Oh, wanka bicka bicka booka. How's the bloody crements today? The trailer presents itself as like a haunted house film. And I guess at the root of it, it's what it is. But it's kind of a drama with a little bit of mystery and a little tiny sliver of horror. And it's slow. Besides, like, the very, very ending and, like, an attack in the middle, there's so much of nothing in this. It's unbelievably bad. Again, I would put this in dumpster fire garbage. Do not watch this. You will, unless you have insomnia and want to go to sleep. Next film, we're going through them today. MercyBlack, currently on Netflix, a 2019 film. Critic rating of 40%, audience rating way down at 27%. This is one of those films where people should learn by now not to summon something, because it comes up and starts attacking them. You know, Bye Bye Man, Blair Witch, Boogeyman, Midnight Man. The list is endless. Although I liked Boogeyman and Midnight Man. And Blair Witch is what it was. But this was, I can't quite recommend. It's almost watchable. But yeah, not great. Basically, these two very young kids are meeting up with this demon in the forest, and they tells them to kill someone, so they do it. And they're put in an asylum, and then when they're adults, they're finally released. But of course, they have to go back to the forest to face the demon. And, you know, you can probably figure out where it goes from there. The next one. This was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. I think it is. It's called Malevolent. 2018 film. Critic rating of 38%. fan score of 18%. I didn't think it was that bad. It's paranormal investigators. They get it over their head. How many thousands of new horror films start with that scenario? Jesus. But this one has kind of a nice little twist. It kind of goes in an offbeat direction, which made it, I'd put it as okay if desperate. It was very violent, surprisingly. I thought it was in line for another ghost story, but yeah, it was okay, Malevolent. Then we got the first of our 2 Rory Culkin movies. We got Jack Goes Home. Boy, was this film bizarre. 2016, critic rating of 18%, audience score of 28. Wow. Okay. Let me read some of these ratings, these reviews the critics gave this. Just to kind of give you an idea. They refer to Mr. Decker in the reviews because that's the director. Mr. Decker spirals into a muddle of ambiguity, leaving only the imagery and the performance to save the movie, and try as they might, they cannot. Another one said the movie is artfully made and daringly disturbing, but overestimates how many sick twists one motion picture needs. Another one said there is no subtext in Jack Goes Home, just text. Nothing is left to the imagination. Another one said, and that's from, the last one was from Bloody Disgusting. I love Bloody Disgusting. A lot of these films are found from Bloody Disgusting. They review so many horror films that that's where I go to. But another one said, this is from the Village Voice. What's more disappointing than the competing storylines is the emotional void created by these joyless characters. Well, it's supposed to be joyless. It's a dark, sad drama horror. But co-stars Lynn Shay from the older woman from the Insidious movies. Basically, Rory Culkin's, his father in the movie dies, and he goes home to console his mother, Lynn Shay, and this tape recorder plummets down the steps at 3 a.m. with a cassette in it, and he plays the cassette, and it's the father on there saying all the answers are in the attic. So then little Rory starts poking around in the attic and finds some disturbing things about his family. And when confronting his mother about it, she gets a little upset. And then there was a strange thing going on with the gay neighbor. I don't really understand what that was about, but it's a movie you kind of just like watch with your jaw open because it's so strange and bizarre. But I got through it just fine. I thought it was weird but good. I love the weird. Swiss Army Man, classic example. Strangely bizarre, but I loved it. I would say Jack Goes Home is to be put on your watch list. Thoroughly enjoyed. I enjoyed. We'll say that. Even though nobody else did, especially critics, apparently. The other Rory Culkin movie is Gabriel, a 2015 movie with an audience rating of 77%, critic rating of 84%. Amazon had this listed as a thriller drama. It is not a thriller. It's definitely not any horror. But it is a drama. I guess there's one intense scene where in the beginning... Here's the synopsis. Okay. Rory Culkin's just getting out of this mental institution after being there for several years. I don't know if they told us what he did in them. They probably did, I just didn't remember. Doesn't matter. And he's going to stay with his family, and they don't trust him with sharp objects. But Rory, the Rory Culkin character, thinks he's gonna get married with this girl that he met several years ago before he went into the institution. So he's desperately trying to track her down. So he's stealing vehicles and trying to obtain all this information to find her. So that's kind of interesting because he's crazy. But yeah, not a horror though. But if I were to rate, it's okay if you're desperate. Just don't expect any violence. And then we got season 3 of Slasher, currently on Netflix. There were times where I thought I was watching like an ABC, like a This Is Us type of show, or an Ally McBeal, because there was a lot of silliness. Kitty just jumped on the computer. Ow! Kitty, get out of here! She's such a bitch. So yeah, it was like one of those generic drama series as you find on network television. And then all of a sudden there'd be someone that gets disemboweled or gets their intestines ripped out as they're still alive, you know? Things like that. It just be all of a sudden out of nowhere there's this violent killing. Kitty is out of control. Kitty is now attacking me. She's mad. I just fed her too. But yes, cannot. Well, it's. I got through it. But it wasn't like it was the weakest of the 3 seasons, but was still okay if you're desperate. That's as far as I can go with that. And then we got our feature film, our best one I've watched this week. It is The Tunnel.
Directly below one of Sydney's busiest train stations is the forgotten water resource that's causing all the controversy. If it was true that homeless were going missing, this was a big story. This is something that we could now prove.
Bell that, boss.
The Tunnel. We got a 2012 movie. This was completely fan-funded, which I thought was interesting. The critic rating of 100%, audience rating of 51%. And I think the audience rating was so low because it's yet another dark found footage movie. But this one is done so well, you have to like it. I loved it. I thought it was great. It's like, wow. It's disturbing. These, what's happening is these homeless people are disappearing because they're living in the underground where this water reservoir is. So these reporters go down there to see what's going on and see if they can figure out what's happening to these people. So, yeah, and then things quickly spiral out of control because there's things down there you don't want to mess with. It's not something they summoned either, like in MercyBlack. It's just things you shouldn't mess with, places you shouldn't go. When I hear homeless people going missing, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to avoid it. Like I should have avoided this kitty when I got Kitty. Kitty says, there will be one time every day where I will dig my claws into your skin. There's nothing you can do about it. That's just a fact of life. But yeah, The Tunnel, excellent film. I would put it on top of the watch list. You can find this free without commercials pretty much anywhere on the internet, but I would stress, find a good version. Do not watch the YouTube version because it is pixelated, and in the best scenes, you will not be able to see what's really going on, and you will need a better definition version to see what was going on. I used the IFC channel to watch it, and it was really good on that. When I did a search for it on my little Roku, about 12 stations popped up where you can watch it for free. All came up, so there's plenty of places to find it. Just avoid YouTube. But yeah, great film. Loved it. So that's it for our reviews. Next time we got Black Fly. And then we got two movies called The Barn. I was looking for the 2015 movie, then this other one from 2018 popped up as available to watch on Amazon for free, so I said, well, I'll throw it on the list. We'll compare and contrast them. That's always fun. And then we got Landmine Goes Click. Then we got It Stains the Sand Red, which looks like an interesting zombie film. And then we got Searching. Then we got the newer Netflix movie called The Perfection. And next time we will bring back our retro film, going back to 1981 and The Wolfen. That looks interesting. So we will look forward to that. So until next time, bye-bye.